Welcome to another episode of Chop It Up. Alongside the shooter, Jimmy Acevedo, I am Eddie Castro. We got a big show lined up for you. The fight of the century is finally here. It's upon us. This is fight week. We are 2 days, 48 hours away from the biggest fight of our lifetime, as undefeated Floyd Mayweather will fight Manny Pacquiao May 2nd live at the MGM Grand Theater in Las Vegas.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We got... Oh, my God.
What does this do?
First of all, before we even get to anything, who do you have winning?
Oh, God.
Who do you predict to win the fight on May 2nd?
This guy's putting me on the spot already.
Already. Let's do it.
All right, well, there's an old saying where when you're betting, you think with your head rather than your heart. Because most likely when you think with your heart, you end up getting hurt. So I like to go the safe route and do just that.
Come on.
I want to say Pacquiao. My heart is saying Pacquiao. My heart is with Pacquiao. But as far as Mayweather's defensive intangibles, and it's hard from that standpoint. It's just hard to go against him. So my head is gonna say Floyd Mayweather in a controversial in a controversial decision. Jimmy, what about you?
All right.
Lay it down.
It's only right. It's only right that you choose Money Mayweather, cause you know that means that I'm turning around and gonna go the opposite way for you and pick the man who will put the 1 in 47 and 1. Manny Pac-Man Pacquiao will make history Saturday night, May 2nd, live on pay-per-view. That's my pick.
All right.
That's my pick. How's it gonna go down? You know what? I'm gonna go.
Don't say knockout. It's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. Listen, it will be the most eye-popping thing I've ever seen in my years of covering sports. But it won't happen.
If I was gonna say a knockout, I would say a 10th round knockout. But
it's not gonna happen.
But I'm not gonna go there because Manny Pacquiao is not gonna bite you out in about 5-6 years.
He's thinking with his head.
I'm gonna go with a split decision victory in Las Vegas.
Okay.
Which will set up Pac-Man Mayweather 2 in September.
This makes sense, and there's just gonna be a lot of money to be thrown around because this fight is definitely producing a lot of money.
What does this fight? Wait, what does this fight does for boxing? I can't even get it out. I'm so excited, yo. What does this fight does for boxing?
It rises boxing from where it was, which is on the stomping grounds. I mean, for the past couple of years, UFC has stomped on boxing.
Yeah.
And boxing needed this fight to happen. It's unfortunate that it took so long for it to go down. But now that it's finally here, now everybody's excited. Everybody wants to tune in. I mean, my 85-year-old grandmother was even telling me about the fight. She doesn't watch boxing at all. So she's even pumped up. Shout out to my grandmother, by the way. Love you. But this is what boxing needed. Boxing needed that boost, that push, because let's face it, as far as boxing, I mean, back in the days, we had the heavyweight division, which was bonkers and good fights thrown around and stuff like that. But all the welterweight, all the divisions and stuff is kind of like is pretty much dried. I mean, there's not that much exciting boxers as they were, say, 10, 15 years ago. There's not.
Absolutely right.
There's not. So, if boxing was going to come back, quote unquote, with a bang or press the restart button, why not make this fight happen? Yeah. At the end of the day, you want to put something together for the people. Because at the end of the day, it's the people
that
who are going to go there and pay $11,000 to watch that fight, $4,000 in the nosebleed section, and it's going to be people who's going to tune in and order on Showtime or HBO and pay $89 or $99 to watch this fight.
Showtime
which is the highest price pay-per-view fight in boxing history.
Let's talk numbers. Let's talk numbers, right? Let's kick a little knowledge with the numbers. The record gate for combat sport in Las Vegas, Nevada was $20 million, which was Floyd Mayweather versus Canelo Alvarez, which was what, last year?
2013, I believe.
Yeah. 2 years.
We're getting old.
Yes, we are. Shucks. Yeah. So, anyways, that was the record. This fight is gonna destroy that number. It's gonna triple and a half that number.
And then some.
Yeah, triple and then some, in other words. Because they're talking about $70 million at the gate alone. Now, that's just the gate. Oh, they talking about 30,000, 30 million homes that this fight will be rented in. Homes, bars, whatever, which means 300 million in their pocket. 30 million rentals, 300 million on top of that in their pocket. So that makes it $370 million.
Around there.
And that's not to mention, you know, the sponsorships. It's crazy. And also, the secondary, it's so crazy that the secondary market for tickets went up 800%. On StubHub, SeatGeek, it's ridiculous. Nosebleed seats are going for $5,000.
You can't get a ticket.
Nosebleed. Now, we talking to the last seat up there, man. Last seat up there, $5,000. That's how sick it is. And there's people that are going to pay that money to get that ticket for bragging rights to say, I was at that fight that night at MGM Grand.
Now, mind you, a couple years ago, me and Jimmy attended a boxing fight at the Barclays Center. I believe it was Danny Garcia and Eric Morales, which was the demise of Eric Morales. But that's another story. But we had nosebleed seats, and they were really tiny. Tiny.
Yeah.
So to get a seat like that and to know that I'm paying $4,000 for it, yeah, very unlikely we'll be doing that.
Yeah, man.
We're big sports fans. We're sports nerds.
It ain't that crazy.
But, yeah, ain't not that crazy for us.
Yeah, man. But all in all, this will be it's a fight that we all wanted to see for such a long time.
Yes.
You know, it needed to happen. I'm glad it happened. I can't wait to see it happen. I can't wait to see them come down that aisle and that first ding ding. I will be glued to that TV like white is on rice. I'll tell you that much. Because, man, can't wait. And by the way, stay tuned after the fight. We're going to do a special edition to Chop It Up to discuss the
post-game. Post-fight episode
which will
Chop It Up.
Which will go up on Sunday at noon. You guys want to take a look at it. But history will be made.
Yep.
May 2nd on pay-per-view. $99.99 for HD. $89.99 for standard television, standard view, if you don't have high definition. But on that note, let's go to another major occasion this week in sports.
Just an exciting
another major occasion this week in sports.
Exciting weekend in sports. We also got the NFL draft in Chicago. And we're going to start with the number 1 pick, and which was pretty much a given. A lot of people have Florida State's Jameis Winston going number 1. I'm pretty sure you agree with that, right?
Of course I do. I don't see why not. Jameis is going number 1 to Buccaneers. It starts getting interesting after number 1, and you go to the Tennessee Titans holding that number 2 pick. Tennessee could go many different directions in this pick. They can go pick one of those young studs at defense, defensive ends, or they can choose one of the young studs at the wide receiver position, or they can trade that second overall pick for more draft compensation, which we've been hearing from Cleveland Browns and from other teams. Don't sleep on Chip Kelly and Philadelphia Eagles, who's been doing crazy moves this offseason. Or you could just keep it and draft Mariota. But my prediction on what I think is going to happen, I think that second round pick is going to end up being San Diego Chargers second round pick, because I have the Chargers trading
Phillip
Rivers.
Oh my God!
To the Tennessee Titans, and the San Diego Chargers will receive that second overall pick. Now I don't know if it's going to be a one. I don't know if it's going to be a 1-for-1. Rivers for the overall pick, or Rivers plus the Chargers first round pick for the Titans second overall pick. I don't know how it's going to work out, but I got this feeling that I think that's going to go down.
I hear that. So, I mean, ultimately, you're saying that the Chargers will target Marcus Mariota. But how does that benefit a veteran like Phillip Rivers? If he's in a situation where he's in Tennessee, you're basically telling him, okay, we got you here. Listen, if you re-sign with us, we're going to build and put these players around you. We just need you to be patient. Now, Rivers has, as far as playoff-wise, Rivers hasn't gone that far or seen much of playoffs, really. Okay. But he knows what it is to win. So, let's face it, Tennessee, with the addition of Phillip Rivers, if he goes to Tennessee, they're not going to win right away. So you're basically telling a 10-year veteran to be patient, and it's hard to, if it's a first-year guy, second-year guy, maybe even a third-year guy, that's almost a given, and almost a given for them to accept that. But a guy who knows what it is to win in the NFL, who's a 10-year veteran, I mean, it's almost difficult to. First of all, you gotta get him to re-sign with the team, which ultimately tells him that he's committed to the team and he's committed to a rebuilding process. We don't know what Phillip Rivers' mindset will be if that your prediction actually does happen. So you're basically telling your star player, MVP caliber player, to be patient and to accept losing within the next year or two. How do you do that? How do you pitch that?
I'm going to school you on that right now. I'm going to tell you what's going through Phillip's mind right now. Because sources said that, first of all, I'm the San Diego Chargers. Phillip Rivers come to me and tell me, I'm not going to relocate when you guys relocate to Los Angeles. So, trade me. Do something with me. Sources say that that's what he told the front office of the San Diego Chargers.
Right.
Secondly, Phillip Rivers is from the South.
Right.
Hence Tennessee. Works out for both parties.
Right. Family lives in the South.
Family live in the South. You gotta relocate, like you said you're not gonna do. Go over there, Tennessee. Right. You're still young enough. If he's 33 years old, in the NFL for a quarterback lifespan is 40, 41. We've seen it with Brett Favre and some other players.
Right.
So he got about a good 6, 7 good more years in him, I believe.
Oh, hopefully. Quarterbacks don't last like they used to. I mean, Brett Favre was a given.
Listen. He got a good 6, 7 more years. That's six max good years in him. His family's down south.
Right.
Now, you do that, you're the San Diego Chargers, you get yourself a franchise quarterback in Marcus Mariota. No, it's not going to be a given that he's going to be a great franchise quarterback, but it gives you hope, and it gives you that pick for the future.
Right.
It works out for both parties, and I don't see why not. Now, the only question is, what's going to go there and what's coming back over here? Like, is it going to be a Rivers for number 2 pick? Is it going to be a Rivers plus the Tennessee's Rivers plus San Diego 17th pick to Tennessee for their number 2 pick? What's going to happen? Don't know. If there's more draft picks involved, don't know. But I have a hunch that trade's going to go down. And I have a hunch that you will see Phillip Rivers in Tennessee white and blue next year.
That's very interesting, I mean. And it would also mark one of the most exciting trades we will ever see on draft night. I think the Eagles may be a sleeper. I mean, you got to remember, Marcus Mariota will fit nice with that offense with Coach Chip Kelly.
They gotta give the house. They gotta give up the
also
house.
An Oregon guy, so
they gotta give up the house on that though.
But if you're going a quarterback, okay, every young rookie's gonna have his growing pains. But wouldn't the growing pains be a lot more settled with Mariota if he is picked by the Eagles, being that he knows the system already?
It's not about growing pains. It's about what you got to give up to go get that number 2 overall pick. Right. You got to give up the house.
Well, Jesus, they've been giving up everything else all season. They've been picking up players and signing players.
The Eagles are on what? Eagles. Their pick is probably like 20 to 21. They're in that realm of draft picks. You're talking about going down about 16 to 19 spots.
Well, like I said, I'm just throwing a possibility.
Going up 16 to 19 spots on the board.
Like I said, anything can happen.
You know what you got to give up to go to make a drastic leap? I don't think Chip Kelly's going to give the house.
No, I don't think so too. I think he has.
And Tennessee is asking for the house for those picks for that number 2 overall.
Why wouldn't they?
That's why I think
the ball's on their court.
I mean, there's going to be some calls made by the Philadelphia Eagles. Don't get me wrong.
Right.
Will it get anywhere? I don't think so, because at the end of the day,
unlikely.
You're going to have to give up the house to go get that number 2 pick. And is Marcus Mariota worth the house? If you think he's worth the house, by all means, go grab your quarterback.
Right.
But you better hope that works, because you know what you have to give up to go get that when you're so low like Philly in the draft in that first round. You better hope to God it works if you just have to do it, Chip.
Ultimately, I think the Tennessee Titans, as much rumors that we've been hearing, I think they're just going to go the safe route and select Oregon's Marcus Mariota as their quarterback, with Jake Locker having retired.
Okay. Now, this is where things get interesting. From 3 to 10.
Oh, yeah.
We don't know what the hell's going to happen. We got you got great talent from 3 to 10. You got about 3 to 4 studs at the defensive end. You have 2 stud wideouts. You know, you have a couple of good offensive linemen that's top 10 worthy. What's going to happen? Well, where do you think? Let's start with number 6. Your Jets. Where do you think they're going to go?
Well, you know what? I've been hearing a lot of sources and rumors circulating with what the Jets are going to do. I've heard West Virginia's Kevin White. I've even heard USC Leonard Williams, which is not going to happen because he'll be taken off the board before the Jets pick. I've also heard the Jets even trading down to get Marcus Mariota, which I don't think will be the smart move for the Jets. In terms of the first round, no. I think the Jets should go safe and try to see if they can get a running back. Maybe the running back, Todd Gurley from Georgia. Would be a nice fit. We do need a running back to complement Chris Ivory. That'd be nice. Or, as fascinated as I am, even though I don't think we need another receiver, I don't think it would be a bad pick to pick West Virginia's Kevin White, who has an extremely great upside, and where a lot of sources and a lot of people are saying that he can be the next Torrey Smith. And I've been a Jets fan for many years, and we haven't had a deep threat since. As far as wide receiver, we haven't had a deep threat since the days of Santana Moss and Lavernius Coles, and that almost seems like a lifetime ago. So I think if we're going to go quarterback, let's just wait in the later rounds. See if we can get a Brett Hundley or Garrett Grayson. Be safe with that. If we really need a quarterback, because if you're taking a quarterback in the first round, you're basically telling Geno Smith, we don't have no faith in you. And I don't think that's the right message to send. Let him play out this year. It's his 3rd year. See what happens. You want to get a quarterback, get him in the later rounds. Get a Brett Hundley, get a Garrett Grayson. But definitely see if you can add somebody, another piece to your offense as a running back, or see if you can get another defensive player. I hope and pray that Vic Beasley's still on board, because I think at number 6, if he's available, the Jets will not pass on Vic Beasley. Oh, what about your boys at number 9, New York Giants? Been hearing a lot of things. I've been hearing offensive lineman. I've been hearing receivers.
I got them going for the offensive lineman in Iowa.
Brandon Sheriff.
I got him going. I got him going after him. Because at the end of the day, we need offensive line help. This could be the last missing piece to a rebuild offensive line that we needed so bad for the past 2 or 3 years. You know? And it's Eli's last year of his deal. He wanna perform for and get that money. You know, and also last 4 seasons, no playoffs for Tom Coughlin. This is a season that you need to get to playoffs. Coughlin want to keep his job. He has to get this team into the playoffs. The only way this team could march on to the playoffs is to keep Eli off his back. Hence, Brandon Sheriff.
Oh, we hope. Well, you gotta hope that there will be a new sheriff in town with that number 9 pick. So that brings me to another question. To answer the point you just brought up, is Tom Coughlin? I mean, it seems like we talk about this every year. Is Tom Coughlin on the hot seat?
Oh, it definitely is. You're in New York City, 4 straight years without making the playoffs. That's unacceptable. It's the 2-time Super Bowl champion head coach, and it's not like they don't got no talent. They got talent pieces there. They just can't click it together. Hopefully, with Steve Spagnuolo back in our helm,
I think Steve Spagnuolo is going to be a huge addition.
Yeah, they can help our defense, which is a plus with Spags being back. And also, man, the second year of this West Coast offense, you know, they usually say quarterbacks don't usually get the West Coast offense till their second year under that helm. You know what I'm saying? So everything is all the pieces are looking like they're connecting little by little for the Giants. And like I said, all offensive linemen to complete the rebuild of that offensive line. We have Victor Cruz coming back with Odell Beckham.
Yes, that would be a crazy combination.
Great tandem.
And listen, don't sleep on Ruben Randle. Ruben Randle can play some ball.
He can play some ball, but Ruben had his opportunity last year, and he proved why he's a number 3 wide receiver.
Right.
But he's not trash. He's great talent. Don't get me wrong, he's great talent. But, you know, he's not upper echelon receiver as Victor Cruz.
With this year coming about and everybody knowing what Odell Beckham Jr. is capable of doing, you gotta expect there's gonna be a lot of double teams on him.
Which
we don't know how.
Which means there's gonna be a whole lot of salsa dancing.
Well, we don't know. Listen, Victor Cruz. I mean, I got all the faith in the world in Victor Cruz, but he suffered a really significant knee injury. We don't know if he's gonna have that burst like he did. But if he's close,
we don't need him. We don't need him to give us that burst.
No, you know, of course not.
He's known for going down the middle.
You need him to make
that
plays.
slot. He's that slot receiver. We got Odell to go bust it open down the field. You know, he's our slot guy. Victor's our slot guy. He's been great at that. The year we won the Super Bowl, he was great at that position. So, you know, everything looking good for the Giants, man. We just gotta put the puzzle together and just march on, and hopefully we can make a playoff run and bring back the Vince Lombardi Trophy to MetLife.
Oh, with the Giants and Jets, we gotta hope whoever they draft will be players that will impact both franchises within the next 10 years, because you got two teams that are two New York teams in the top 10 in the NFL draft. That's telling you a lot.
Pretty much.
And definitely expect a lot when you're New Yorkers. So let's see what happens. Let's see how it goes down in Chicago at the NFL draft, which starts Thursday, 8 o'clock.
Yes, sir. And on that note, man, thank you guys for continuing following the page, the support, the emails.
Thank you very much.
And please just continue following. Spread the word. Get some new followers. Subscribe.
Subscribe to
the page. All that good stuff, you know. Email me and Eddie.
Yep.
Email me at jayAce7487@AOL.com. You know. All questions, you know, anything you need as far as to feed your sports appetite, let us know. We'll make sure that happens. Let them know your info.
You can email me at CastroEddie714@gmail.com. Let us know about what you think about the Mayweather fight. Let us know what you think about the NFL draft. Again, thank you so much for all your love and support with the show. We appreciate it so much. Can't tell you enough. We 11 episodes strong. We hope to give you 11 more and 11 more after that. So we thank you very much.
Yes.
So that will be a wrap for our show. Alongside the shooter, Jimmy Acevedo, I am Eddie Castro. We will see you at our Chop It Up post-boxing show. All right? Until then, stay fun, New York. We'll see you next week.
Laters.